This is a song for the weary soul, for the broken hearted. When you are weak, he will make you strong. Overcome the darkness, not a slave to this broken world. Be more than a conqueror. This is a call from the risen Lord, a call to surrender. Come before the throne of our Lord, bow down before him. Oh Lord, I put all of my trust. Yeah, you took on all our pain. You saved me from that grave. Now my life is changed. You took on all the blame, break away the chains, bringing back our innocence. Lord, you are my defense, God, and led me to repentance, and you paid my sentence. This is a song for the broken world. Seek, you will find him. It's a call from the risen Lord. You'll find forgiveness for the ones who are lost and have strayed. Lay down your burdens. When we are weak, Lord, give us faith, a faith that's unwavering.
We were both muted.
There you go.
Usually it unmutes at the end of the video. But all right, we are live and a little different this time around. We were gonna it was gonna be myself and Robbie and Cody. But Cody's like being a responsible dad and husband or something like that. I don't know what that's about. So he may be on here shortly. He had to run and grab some stuff family wise, but he'll probably end up jumping on before we're done because we've got several submissions today. But anybody that's watching that's familiar, I'm looking. We've got looks like there's a couple on Instagram. We got a few on YouTube as well. But anyone that's watching that is familiar will see a new face in Robbie. Robbie is he's kind of become a like staple, I guess, of UCMR. And I think it's fitting. I was planning on telling the story when we got on here. So Robbie, you actually won the first live that we did, and I remember obviously the first live we had ever done. We'd never done anything like this. You were in like actually watching and made a comment asking if we could go ahead and do yours because you were having to run to work. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we'll do that next.
I was actually at work. I was at work. Okay. I was on break, and I was like, dude, I got to go. And, like, it's getting close. I was like, all right, I got to go back.
So, well, we ended up, I remember, I'm like, oh, yeah, no problem. And then I had the thought, because we were finishing the song that was playing. And in my head, I'm like, oh, man, if this is bad, I have to be honest. And he's sitting here listening, and this could end up not being good. But you actually ended up winning that one. First ever one that we won, and it was the song, if you guys notice, in the intro, Bow Down, was the song that won. It's still one of my favorite ones on the playlist that we've had. But yeah, Robbie, anything you want to throw out, shout out before we get started?
Yeah, I'm just thankful to be here, to be a part of this this community. I mean, I've got some things going. Next Friday, I have a music video dropping called a Warrior War Chant, and it'll be dropping next Friday at 8:30. And we're doing a $200 giveaway. So all you got to do is go to robbieheckmusic.com, and it'll give you the details of the giveaway. Basically, all you have to do is watch the video, leave a comment, and like it. And then also there's a Dropbox file on the website, and it has a list of different pieces of like short form content. So you can upload it to Instagram, Facebook Reels, YouTube, and TikTok. So if you do that and put the appropriate hashtags and tag me in it, we're going to run it for a month. And on May 5th, the person that gets the most likes gets $200. So that's what I'm doing there. So just head over to the website. It's a $200 giveaway. There'll be a little box that you click. And yeah, I'm really excited about this premiere. It's going to be crossing a lot of different areas because I'm kind of diving into the football arena. I'm a Florida State football fan, so I'm doing a hype video. And then I also have a lyric video that's dropping right after that. It'll be like at midnight. But I'm excited. I redid an older song and then incorporated the FSU war chant. So I'm super excited. I'm putting a lot of promo into it. I'm working with another guy you need to check out is Indie Christian. And that's on the Instagram, and he's going to be doing my promotion for the Spotify ads on Facebook. So he seems pretty well knowledge and on how to promote stuff. And I'm going to be his test subject, and hopefully he doesn't do me wrong. So if I fail, it's all on him. That's what I told him. But I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm excited about it. And hey, I see Crimson Crux in the chat.
Yep. They are in here. I actually think they might be the first one up. They've got a song submitted.
Ghost.
Yeah,
right?
it sounds.
I can't wait to hear it because I've already looked up the lyrics, and the lyrics are just awesome. And it's cool because I dropped a song with Daz called Ghost as well. So I was like, all right, I'm pumped. So I can't wait to hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, no, that's I'll throw out this too. I like to, if anyone's tuning in and have not ever watched one before, these songs are submitted each month. We do this live each month. I mean, as long as we have submissions, we're doing it. So far, we've never had a month without, but we do these each month. And just basically the people that are on here reviewing have never listened to these songs before. We do. I think this is the first month we actually required lyrics to be submitted to. And so we have read through the lyrics prior, but we've not actually listened to the songs. So it's always interesting to get in because I've been several times where I've been expecting one thing and it's completely different. I do want to throw out there, anyone that's listening, if you want to submit music for the next live, it's already obviously too late for this live. But if you want to submit music for the next live, there should be a link in the description if you're watching on YouTube, and it'll take you to a form. You'll need to submit some type of a document that has lyrics. You need to submit an MP3 and then the song name and the artist or band name. And I mean, that's really all you need to put in there. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I do want to throw out another featured artist, I guess, we have on the playlist. If I need to figure out an actual title for the guys that are on there all the time, but we'll go with featured artist. Saved by Scarlet. They just dropped an EP yesterday, and they were actually our winners last month. And we've been talking to them. They're gonna stay on, and we're gonna be doing more with them. But it is absolutely just fire. Their stuff is amazing. They submitted with the first one we did, and then they submitted this last month, and now they're a featured artist or a permanent member. And it's a 3-song, technically a 5-song EP because it had 2 other songs that had been released previously, but it is absolutely amazing. If you have not listened to it, go check it out. It's not in the live stream, but if you watch back after the stream is done, I will have a link to, you can go to the playlist because all 3 of their songs are on the playlist. So, yeah, you can go check those out. Those are great. I don't think we have anything else we need to touch on before we get into it. Robbie, do you have anything you want to throw out first?
Yeah. One of the things that I'm excited about too is that like there's like different groups of of these lyrics that talk about the same subjects and just attack it in different ways. So like one group is talking about like going back to the Old Testament, like using some themes of like back in the Moses's time and like you know, and then there's other ones that's talking about like the system that we're like it's just crazy how like there's some themes that all of us are kind of using, and it's just awesome that it's because we got a common denominator is that we follow Jesus Christ and we're following truth. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, I'll shut up.
You're good. That's something I was actually talking with my wife about, I think yesterday or the day before. With a lot of other genres, you don't get the depth in lyrics. And I'm not trying to throw shade or anything like that in any other genres. But with a lot of other genres, you don't get the depth in lyrics that I see a lot with in metal or rock or things like that. And then when you add the element of them being a Christian band as well onto like that just depth of lyrics, there's been some solid ones that we've had already. And some of them we're going to have today, I think, are going to be the same as well. So first up is, I was correct. It is Ghost by Crimson Crux. So we will jump straight into it.
Those lyrics.
That was I wasn't expecting the like techno sound almost. Oh. It's not supposed to start back again. Okay. I'm still trying to get the hang of this StreamYard. It's different, but No, I wasn't expecting the almost like techno sound, but that was I think it went well with the guitar. Um, no, I do think Robbie and I talked beforehand, and I think his grading is going to be primarily focused on the lyrical side. Is a lot of what he's going to be focused on and looking at. I'm still going to kind of balance both, and we'll go back and forth between giving our critique or what we thought of it and who's going first and all that. I will say this is one of the first songs that I saw when I was reading through the lyrics um, that really stuck out to me, and it was in the last verse. I'm trying to pull it back up. The end of the last verse, I just think it sounds cool, but it says, "You see, I just lose sight of the things that I can't see," and it's how it's written. I think sounds cool, but and again, this is kind of getting into that deeper meaning. Um, the whole idea of really our sight should be set as Christians. Our sight should be set on things that we really actually can't see, which sounds kind of strange if you think about it, like just service level. But no, I thought it was good. I thought the typically I don't really go for much of like a techno sound, but I think it did well. I think it had a good balance with that and the I believe Hebrews 11:1. I think that had a good balance with the kind of the heavier guitar. I think the drum, everything musical wise, I felt was balanced really well. I didn't feel like anything was drowning anything else out. Um, I could very clearly, if I wanted to focus on the guitar, I could hear the guitar. If I wanted to focus on the drums, I could hear the drums. Same thing with the vocals. So music wise, I thought it was good. I really, really liked the lyrics as well. I think I'm probably, and this grading scale is out of 5 total. 5 being the highest you can get, and we will do like partial points if necessary or if you want to. So I would give probably like I'm gonna say I do like a 4.4. There wasn't really a whole lot that I feel like I would have liked to see different. But I'm big on I don't want to give a 5 ever because I feel like there's always room for improvement, even if you can't always see it. But that was solid. So I'm gonna go with a 4.4 for mine. What do you say, Robbie?
Well, I was going to touch back on that because you were talking about that last scripture, Hebrews 11:1. I'll go ahead and read it because it's right here.
Yeah.
Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So it's like what I love about the lyrics about this is that it takes you on a journey. It goes back to Genesis, and it goes back to the story of Abraham, and I believe it's the story of him, God asking him to sacrifice his son. And then in the lyrics, it says the story's not over yet. Well, part of the story is completed, but Jesus is coming back a second time. But
Yep.
I love the journey that the lyrics take on it. So for me, and I think it was a really well structured. Only thing is that I don't know if it's my headphones or not. Maybe the mix could be a little bit better, but it's a solid song. It has this like nostalgic feel to it too, which I really enjoyed. I love that double bass pedal going on along with kind of the techno, is it techno or whatever that style is. It was a cool mixture of different stuff. So I'm giving it a 4.5. I'm going to stay 0.5s because if we get to the 0.6s, we're going to get all crazy with the dang, have to do a lot of math.
No, I've got it here on my end. I've got a spreadsheet pulled up, and I like to keep track. So I've got the last months as well, but I've just got it. I'll type in, and it set it auto.
Okay.
I think
That's good.
Do an average. So that way, even like once Cody gets in, people that get graded later on won't be docked because we have 3 judges then and not 2. So we'll do. Let me make sure I put that down. 4.2 and 4.5. Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that song. So
Yep.
thank you, Crimson Crux. I was like, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't wait to hear. And your content on Instagram is looking really good too. So
Yes, it
keep up.
is. It is. I've enjoyed you guys' stuff. I try to stay off social media too much, but when I do get on, you guys, this is one that pops up somewhat frequently. I see quite a bit, and I like a lot of stuff that you guys are putting on there. So anybody that is watching, listening, whether this is live on Instagram or YouTube, or if it's an afterplay, whatever you're on, go check out Crimson Crux. I think we're going to see some more submissions from them. I think they're going to keep putting stuff out, and it's good so far. I like what I see. So good stuff.
Awesome.
Okay. Next is Vine Dresser by Alter Heart. This is another one. The lyrics I thought were really good, so I'm excited to see what the song's like. All righty, here we go.
This is you and me. This isn't going to end. I follow where I'm faithful, begging for another side. I yoke despair, fight you well. After how I put you to well, time and time again. You'll be there till the end. You say I'm going to love my son too much. I want to let you in. I subject with the devil. Bring forth the dust essential. Shall make the work inside yourself. Bringing me up this useless style before I'm gone away. And you I will remain. Vine dresser, run what you will. Divine garden, refine myself. Vine dresser, run what you will. Divine garden, refine myself. And you I will remain. They try to break, but I must sow. Your sight by miracle to grow. From your living water flows. Boy dressers, you got the fruit in day or night. And you're faithful tonight. Branches to the vine, so we will follow it on. Vine dresser, run what you will. Divine garden, refine myself. Vine dresser, run what you will. Divine garden, refine myself.
All right, I'll let you go first on that one, Robbie.
Yeah, it was cool. It reminded me a lot of like War of Ages, like his Vox. It sounded really good. The backing vocals were nice. The chorus, like I like that it just had this like cathedral sound in the chorus. What I like about it, I really like the lyrics. Like the scriptures that it reminds me of is like 15:2. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth, and that it might bring forth more fruit. The only thing that I would say to add to that is that it says, "Don't throw me in the fire." But if you're a believer in Christ, you don't have to worry about being thrown in the fire. So, because we have security in Christ, and it's like Romans, and it reminded me of Romans 8:39. Nor height, nor depth, or any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. Even ourselves can't separate us. But what I find very applicable is in 1 Corinthians 12:15. 1 Corinthians, because this one I wanted to dive into because it's just like it's so powerful and makes you dig into scripture, and that's what I think that a lot of like when it comes to metal bands, like getting us to dig into scripture is a good thing. And but basically it talks about like our works will be judged as Christians, and
Yep.
basically and it's either we're going to be built on the foundations of precious stones, gold, or our works will be burned up in chaff. So I think it'll be burned up like hay and stubble if it's
Yep.
not, if our works is not based off of doing the work of Christ. So that's what this song led me to. It led me to go into the scripture, but it's a very like I understand, like it's a very personal message. Like you're just talking with God, you're hashing things out. So I really love the message. So I'm going to give it a 4.7. I'm going to go into the in betweens too. Since you could do the math really easy, I'll do 4.7.
Okay. Let me make note of that before I start talking.
Yeah, dope song. I hope
Yeah,
they're in
it
the,
was.
yes,
Go ahead.
Crimson Crux, actual wood, hay, and stubble. Correct. I see in the chat.
So I think that was like the second song submission we had come in.
Yeah.
And I remember, I mean, it's been a couple weeks that one was in, and so I got to see the lyrics on that one pretty early on, and that was, I actually remember reading that and going to my wife after the fact, and like because she's not big into like rock music or heavier stuff. She'll listen to most anything. Like if I'm listening to something, she'll listen to it. But that's not her go-to. It's not really ever been her go-to. But I was telling her, that's one thing I really like about the genre is the deepness of the lyrics. That it's not.
Yeah.
It's almost never surface level. Like there's even if you get outside of Christian metal or Christian rock, there's still usually some substance to the lyrics.
Yeah.
And that was something I remember reading that. I made the point to her with that, and then I read through, I think it was the second verse. But it's and Robbie, we talked about this a little bit prior, but just the whole idea that people are going to listen to this song that will probably never step foot in a church, that will never listen to a Bible podcast, but they may be paying attention to the lyrics, and maybe that sparks something in them to go look. And so that's where it's important to get into the stuff and do this stuff. As far as the music and stuff, I do. His voice stuck out to me. I get a little bit of Leroy from War of Ages. I think I feel like there was something else that was there too, but I can't pin what it was. But his voice, I thought he did good. It wasn't like I don't. And this is, I usually say, like, Cody will usually grade higher than me on the songs that are like heavier and screamo, and I'll usually grade higher than him on the songs that are like more like singing. And I think that's our preference coming in. But with that, I thought it was really good. Even though it was the kind of the metal of the screamo, it wasn't like I could still I knew what he was saying, even if I didn't have the lyrics in front of me. I could for the most part tell what he was saying, which I think is good, especially when you're trying
really good.
push a message in your music. I think is beneficial. I thought it was good. It was mixed well. Again, nothing really overpowering throughout the song. I really liked the kind of like you mentioned, the almost like choir or cathedral sounds that were there. It was it balanced out the harder parts really well. I thought it was really good. I'm gonna actually do, I think, 4.4.
Okay,
where I'm gonna go with this. It was really good. And that's like two really high songs right off the get go. So I'm optimistic going into the rest of these. I think it's gonna be a good one. So, anything else you want to throw on to that before we jump into the third song?
Another artist that popped into mind was during the chorus, some Demon Hunter vibes too. Like Ryan Clark can sing, and like I'm hearing like a good singing voice from him too. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed the song. I'm gonna hopefully they're on Instagram or whatever. I'll try to find them and I'll give them a follow.
I don't know if they're on Instagram. I know I actually ended up getting in touch with them through Facebook.
Okay.
But they might be on Instagram. I'm not sure. I usually don't know unless someone like actually follows me, and then I'll follow them back. I don't typically go searching.
I'll search them
for,
out.
But yeah, they're good. All right, next one is No Plan B by, I'm guessing this is AC the Bard featuring Tao or vice versa. But those are the two names that are on there. So we will jump into that one.
No turning back. All I know, no turning back. I drop in with my face to the wind, spin 180 for the win, but I can't find my feet. It's like I lost the beat, midair and there's no plan B. Hit the streets with before I leap again. Skeleton filled with adrenaline. How can I know that I got what it takes when I come so far through the rain? Bear the pain, makes no difference now. Face myself or get taken out. One more time, gotta live this loud. Back to the wall, don't turn around. It's too late, it's nothing, I can't turn. is I can't turn back. Gotta leave it in the past. Gotta leave it in the past. All I know is I can't turn back. All I know is I can't turn back. Gotta leave it in the past. Gotta leave it in the past. I can't turn around. There's no fear in the mirror to hold me down. I took off from the start, now I'm in some deep. I've got to stick to the plan. There's no plan B. No turning back. No other path. And I know that this road is my destiny. I gotta stick to the plan. There's no plan B.
So, I now realize I do know the original song here. So this one is a cover. I don't remember if it was you or Cody that pointed that out in our group chat.
It was me. I was like, yeah, that's Manifest.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I at first I remember seeing the name No Plan B, and I was like, I feel like that sounds familiar. But then after like hearing the guitar in the beginning, like it instantly like brought it back in my mind. It's Manifest. But so that brings kind of a new aspect to it, because you can't really grade the lyrics so much because it's a cover and it's not the original lyrics written there, but it adds an element too of kind of creativity or how much is, I almost said divination, but it's not divination, deviated from the original song to the cover, and the fact that it's a completely different genre. There's a lot of elements there. Sorry, I was reading a comment. But I thought it was good. I actually, so back in the day, I used to play music. I've been in several bands. I actually had a plan. Like I had a whole album planned out of cover songs I was going to do. I had like the album art picked out and like all this. I love covers, especially covers that take such a huge leap in genre and they're done well. I do feel like they did pretty good with this. If you would have told me beforehand, especially hearing the stuff that Tao's done previously, I'm not sure I wouldn't have known how that would have gone. But I think they did well with it. They did good on transferring it to a new medium. I think they added in the elements well. As far as like they did still have kind of the rap. They had some of the singing. They had the like screamo parts were like more of a rap part, which was different. It was interesting. I thought it was good.
Teo's lane, like his lane is like almost, he sounds like a rapper, but with a hardcore voice.
Which I think I think he originally, when he submitted, I think his first submission was to UCHH, and they told him they thought he would be a better fit for UCMR, and then he ended up, I think the first one he submitted, I think he got in the top 3. I know he's been on the playlist.
There's definitely a place for him because it's unique. Like, don't stop going at it. Like that's cool.
And that's the thing. Like there's an aspect of it that's beneficial to kind of have a sound that's similar to somebody else, because then you may be able to bring in some fans of somebody else. But there's also, you want to make sure that you have some uniqueness as well. But all that to be said, I think it was good. I think it's kind of risky doing a cover because you don't I mean, you're not going to get any points for the lyrics and kind of how that's done. But I do think that it was a solid cover. I would happily add this to a playlist and jam to this driving on the road or whatever. I'm gonna give them. I think I'm gonna give it. I'll do a solid 4.0. I thought it was good.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, I was gonna give them 4 too.
Okay.
I just kind of knocked it down because it's a cover, but it was a really good cover. I think that this platform we're trying to get more original songs, but I think it's cool because I do covers too, and I just can't really judge the lyrics because it's not your lyrics, and but how they were, the delivery was good, and was really liking the vibe. I think the mix was pretty good too. So keep at it, and keep sending them.
Oh yeah, definitely keep sending songs. It's gotten to where when I see his name pop up, it's always because it's been different each time that he submitted. It's not been the exact same sound for any of the songs. It's been unique each time, which is.
This is the first time with AC the Bard, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's a rock artist or I think he's a rapper. He's either a rapper or does some like punk rock stuff. I'm not sure, but punk rock is definitely welcomed on here.
Oh yeah,
so
that's
punk rock. I want to hear some punk rock.
That's what I grew up on. That's my go-to still. I love punk rock. So okay, we will go on to Feign Dimension by Weapons of God, and they actually were. I don't remember what they placed last month, but they were in our top last month. They were one of our winners. So, alrighty. Yeah, let's go. We're just gonna stop the rest of them and let Robbie do a concert. Alrighty, here we go.
distance fades. Forgotten and young's judged by what they see. A prison grown in shame. People falsify the walls they build around them with their hope to be free. Without compassion deciding their ambitions, it's a wonder they can't see him. Faith in the dawn, truth not concealed. Faith in the dawn, the hate be revealed.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'll let you you can take that one first, Robbie.
All right. Well, really cool song. Lyrics are dope. It reminds me of there's a couple of them. There's two songs that have the same type of theme, but it reminds me of like Ephesians 2:2, and it says, "And wherein in time past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of power of the air, which is the devil, the spirit now that worketh in the children of disobedience." So you're speaking to that movement that's in, because right now the devil is like reigning. He's coursing throughout, seeking whom he may devour. That's kind of the feeling of it. They sound like Metallica, like in a good way. There's like
Yeah.
they are the Christian Metallica. They got that it sounded so much like it. So it, of course, when you're going down that lane, you're gonna have a lot of instrumental pauses between lyrics and just kind of going awesome, like just going crazy. I think that it could be a little bit better mix at times. I feel like because I really like the bass lines in this song. Like I liked all the instruments, but the bass line was sticking out because I think it was panned to the right at times. So
Yeah.
I think a better mix would be definitely beneficial. But it wasn't a bad mix. It was cool. I really liked it. I liked hearing the different instruments and how it was mixed. But there was just, I think it just could be tightened up a little bit better. But that's just maybe a preference, or I'm not an expert, but that's just my opinion. But I really like the song. I'm gonna give it a 4.
4. Okay.
Yep.
I just realized we haven't been getting any audience scores.
Yeah, because we don't have anybody in the.
I think it's just Crimson. But we will. I mean, going forward, we'll get theirs to. Like I said, it's an average, so having more won't necessarily hurt or help, I guess.
We're gonna have to have Cody be the if we have a tie, that he's gonna have to go listen to this song again, and he's gonna have to give his score. You know what? Because I'm gonna give Cody some crap, because like we set a time, you got to show up. Let's say that you didn't show up for duty. How about if you didn't show up for duty? What would happen? Huh? Is duty more important than this podcast?
So, anybody
now.
that doesn't know, Cody is a recruiter for the Army. So that whole showing up for duty is, yeah. But Crimson Correct says they said we are the chat. But hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's
Crimson Corrects.
Man, that's eventually. I mean, this is going to continue to grow, and we do. I'll say we get several views on the after it's done. But hey, if you guys want to be part of it, make sure you get the like, or make sure you subscribe. Get the notification if you see. I usually try to put that it's going to be alive about 24 hours prior to actually being live. So then you can hit notify and you'll get a notification when the live does start. Yeah, I mean, that's the benefit of being here is you could possibly help somebody get a better grade. If there's people in the chat, we could say maybe we're rate something a little bit lower and the chat goes way higher. And if that's the case, that could be enough that pushes somebody up to get them in the top 3 spot.
Bring,
And yeah,
bring your gang. Because
yeah,
in the future, we're going to have, we might be doing some cash giveaways. We might do giving away some maybe some paid promotions, trying to do some ads for you on Facebook or Instagram. There's just different things that we could do. We were just talking about some different things that we might use for this platform. So another idea might be cool is that we bring on the person while their song's being played.
yeah.
And we can give them the stream, and then they can hop out after or whatever, and then we can let the next person come on if they're available for the stream. But it'd be good for yeah.
No, I was gonna say that would be really easy to do with this this software. I can have it's a green room basically, so I can have people sitting and waiting, and they're just when it's time for their song, I click a button, pull them up, and when their song's done and voting's done or whatever, I put them back down out of it. They can still interact. They can actually private chat in here. We can see it, or they could be on YouTube and chat that way. But we do have plans for a lot of stuff coming up with this. What we've done so far with UCMR is definitely just the beginning. It's going to continue to grow. We have a lot of other stuff that we're going to be rolling out as benefits to other artists that are submitting music. So when you win, it's not just getting on the playlist and getting some more listens. Like Robbie said, possibly some like a cash giveaway, possibly a gear or rig giveaway, some different promotional stuff. So there's a lot of different possibilities coming down the pipeline. I completely forgot. Did you give a grade already? We went off on a tangent.
I gave it a 4.
Okay, a 4. Okay.
Yeah, and it's more of a preference thing for me. Like but Metallica is great. Like it's a great type of vibe. But for me, I'm I like more, like, I guess you could call it stadium rock or metal.
Yeah.
That's where I lean. And but it was a great track.
Yeah, it was. They're good. I like that comparison. I think Metallica comparison is good. I know they. I think last month, the thing that really stood out to me was kind of the uniqueness of their song. It was War Within, and it actually had at the beginning of it like sounds like a battle. So like you hear like guns shooting, helicopter in the distance, and it was very unique. And then the song, the lyrics, and all that, I think really tied in with this whole idea of kind of internal struggle, fighting against the flesh, and things like that. So it was really good. I thought this one was, again, really good. I do think it didn't have as much of the uniqueness as that last song did, or their song last month did. To me, it was, I don't want to say it blended in more, but for lack of a better term, I do feel like it kind of blended in a little more. It didn't quite stand out as much. Still a solid song. I thought the mix was pretty good. I do really like his vocals. I think he does a good job of kind of doing the singing and doing like a kind of a heavy like grunge almost voice where it's borderline screamo, but it's not quite screamo. So I thought that was good. I would I think rating wise, I'm probably leaning like a 3.8. I thought they were good, but I do feel like it kind of lacked a uniqueness, and that's not always going to be necessarily a bad. I think that part of that is similar to you. That's not like my go-to genre, and so there aren't going to be maybe necessarily like bonus points for just getting that sound. But it was I think it was a solid song, and I've liked what I've heard of theirs so far. I think this is either their second or third submission, but they've been good so far from what I've heard. Okay. Next song is "Idols" by Josh Gates.
Josh Gates.
Alrighty, here we go.
Let's go.
What if your truth is not truth at all? Lies disguised to make you fall. What if these things are not things at all? Just devices to enthrall. They will suck the life from your bones. They will leave you cold and alone. Dethrone your idols that take control. You check your vitals before filling your soul. What if the dark can look like the light, shimmering bright to make you blind? Placed on the altar of deceit, they will bring you to your knees. Dethrone your idols that take control. You check your vitals before filling your soul. Who is the object of your affection? What's at the center of your ascension? Where your heart is, there's your treasure. There's your treasure. Dethrone your idols that take control. You check your vitals before filling your soul. Dethrone your idols that take control. You check your vitals before filling your soul.
I like that. So it actually made me think of. I had a video. Oh, I don't know. It's been probably about a week now, maybe almost 2 weeks. On basically biblical, and I was looking at another video someone else had done, like 5 things they said Christians should stop doing, and someone had commented on it, kind of about this idea of should Christians stop? Oh, what was it? Like worshiping at the altar of beauty, using stuff like makeup and fake nails, and I remember they said something else too. So I responded to him like, well, I would say like generally, I would probably have to say no, but anything can become an idol in your life. And if it is something that is an idol, then yes, I would say it's wrong to do things that elevate that. And that's, I think, kind of what Paul's talking about. Not necessarily, trying to think how to phrase this. Not everything is necessarily going to be sin to everybody. And that doesn't mean that you get to pick and choose what you want to be sin, or but there could be something that for someone is off limits, and they need to treat that as sin because it's going to, for them, lead to something further where it may not for me, or vice versa. It may for me, but Robbie, for you, it may not end up leading to that. And so that's where we need to kind of have discernment and play that out. But I think he does kind of a good job with the lyrics on this, of talking through that concept of idols and elevating something up to that level. I thought the music was good. I think it could have been, it's just maybe just preference. I felt like maybe pick up the rhythm a little bit. I felt like it was kind of dragging a little bit at some points. You could hear the vocals clearly. I thought that was good. I do feel like there were some elements too where I felt like the vocals maybe overpowered the music a little bit. And that's not automatically a bad thing, but when I kind of already felt like the music was dragging a little bit, to me it stuck out a little more. Overall, I thought it was a good song. I would listen to it again. I'm probably gonna go with I'll do a 3.9. I think it was close to a 4, but I'll do 3.9.
Cool. Yeah, I like the song. I felt like you were saying, it was like a little bit dragging a little bit. I think that maybe the end could have not repeated the chorus twice. That would have helped it too for the structure. But I think it was overall it was a good song. I'm going to give it a 4.1, and because I thought it was good. I like the message of it. When I actually heard, when I read the lyrics, I was like, all right, yeah, this is good. But when I heard him singing it, it kind of made me feel a little bit connect with it more. But it did remind me of, I'm gonna do this every time I see a scripture in a song. But in Zechariah 10:2, for the idols have spoken vanity, and the diviners have seen a lie, and have told false dreams. They comfort in vain. Therefore, they went their way as a flock. They were troubled because there was no shepherd. And I was like, I saw that. I was like, dude, this is lining up. So it's cool. I like that it's like it's going right directly to scripture. So really well done. I mean, really well. I like the lyrics. I like the lyrics a lot. I feel like the delivery could have been a little bit better, but it was a good song. So I gave it a 4.1.
All righty. Well, we are on to, wait, we got, Crimson said such good scripture. Amen.
Good job, Josh Gates. And hopefully you'll see the stream later on. And next time, show up. No, he might be in here. I don't know.
We've got a few people watching now. So yeah, he might be.
If you're watching, just leave a comment.
All righty. So next song is "Broken System" by Classic Disaster.
Here's this
one.
Let's go. So
I like that ending.
Let's go. Ow. That was good. That
Yeah.
was good.
You go ahead on this one. I'll let you go first.
All right. I've changed my mind. I'm like, I don't know if you noticed, since Cody's not here, I'm not just doing it based off of just lyrics. So like, it was great lyrics. It's going back to that Ephesians 2:2 type of thing. Power, the prince of the power air, the system that the devil is infiltrated in everything, world governments, all that crap. And but I give this a 4.9. Like, it's a solid song. I love how it sounded. It was just like, I loved it. It was great. Like, the singing was good. Had some awesome harsh vocals in it. Just really well put together song. I like it. The only thing is that it makes me want, almost feels like anarchy. Like burn down the system. But I get what they're saying. It's metaphorical.
Right.
It's kind of like, never mind. I won't go into politics, but I'll stay away from it. But yeah, it was cool. I really liked it.
There's gonna be a revolt that starts, like a nationwide just riot, and we're gonna see it was Robbie because he listened to the song, and just like,
yeah, it's kind of like it's time to fight for our rights, but you don't really mean fight. You mean
Right.
like peacefully, establish your rights.
metaphorically.
Yeah, metaphorically.
Yeah. No, that's good. I like
it reminds me of like January 6th. But I'll stay away from it. It's like, because everybody wanted to say that like Trump called everybody to go out to war or whatever, and he said peacefully protest. Sorry,
Yep.
all right, I went political. I gotta stop.
No, you're good. You and I haven't really talked politics, but just from what I've seen, and you can, I think usually when you talk with somebody and just kind of hear where they are on certain topics, you can kind of get an idea of where they're leaning. For the most part, if you know what you're looking at, and I'd say you and I probably lean pretty close to the same.
I'm not even like full blown pro Trump. Like, there's things that I dislike. Like, I don't like his stance on abortion.
Yep.
He really dropped the ball on abortion. He's dropped the ball on the vaccine.
That's Cody and I actually.
I can't talk about that on YouTube, I think.
It is what it is. Cody and I actually talk about that. We have an episode coming out. I don't know when it's going to drop, on Basically Biblical, when we talk about politics. And that's something I bring up, that I don't think his stance on that is great. However, it's better than the alternative.
Heck yeah. But it's cool because this song, like, it makes you, it looks at like, it makes you think of it, because that is the state of the world right now. And the reason why it's in the state is because back in the garden, Eve ate the fruit, gave it to her husband, and they both sinned, and then entered into the world, and the world's been going in chaos.
Yep, I agree.
It's our fault.
Yep.
And the devil had a hand in it, because the devil wants to see us fall, because he's jealous of us. The devil's jealous.
We're definitely so Genesis is an area that I've over the last couple of years I've changed my views on fairly drastically. We won't get it onto it too much here, but that's definitely a topic when I bring you on Basically Biblical, we're gonna have to discuss, because that's my curiosity is peaked now, kind of to dive into this, but we'll get back to, because people want to hear music, but with this,
what do you got? What's your rate for the song?
I'm up there with you. I thought it was really good. I think something that is, underrated by a lot of people is the ability for a vocalist to go back and forth between a singing and a screaming in the same song. Because it does, like, when you do the screamo, it wears on your throat. It kind of messes with your vocal cords, and then if you try to sing immediately after, like, you really have to take good care of your throat. You really have to prep quite a bit more than you have to prep quite a bit more than people would think when you're doing that. And so I can really appreciate that. But I mean, that's not the only thing. Just I thought the music was on point. Mix was really really good. I didn't really have any issues there. I didn't feel like anything was really overpowering anything else. Again, one thing I usually try to do as the song's playing, I'll focus specifically on one element, like the guitar or the bass or the drums, and then I'll do that for the different elements and say, okay, can I clearly kind of pick this out? And that's just personally how I judge on how well it's mixed. But I thought they did really, really well with it. The chorus was spot on. It really didn't. When I just read the lyrics, I thought it was good. But again, it's another one of those, like, once you hear them actually singing it, it hits way different. And so the chorus really didn't stick out all that much to me when I read the lyrics, but then like listening to it, I'm right there with you. Like I'm ready to go absolutely just tear down everything and just start over. But no, it was good.
Revolt.
Revolution. I'm going to I think I'm gonna go. I'll do 4.8. It was really good.
God bless Crimson.
They
took it out.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for joining us. We'll if you guys are end up being in the top 3, I'll message you and let you know, and we'll get the song on the playlist later this evening or tomorrow, one of the two. But we'll keep in touch too. And that's something else we want to start doing is with some of these artists that we bring on, that the end up winning is actually bring them on and maybe do an interview or like behind the music or stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of other stuff as well. But yeah, so that's
oh yeah, would you rate it? Would you rate it?
4.8.
4.8. There we go.
4.8. It was.
I interrupted. I just seen that Crimson's one of the ones that's watching in chat, so I had to say goodbye. But happy.
No, you're good. You're good.
The Crimson Crux family.
Yes. Anyone that's listening to, whether this is live or afterwards, go check them out. They are good music and also just good content overall that they put out. So definitely go show them some love. All righty. We are on to Icons of Heavy Locust is a song. Yep. And it's by Icons of Industry. And here we go.
Across the dunes to Pharaoh, we were sent to bring him low. And now it's time to devour what's in the fields of mine. With wings and a vision, we were sent to devour. Carry on with the mission. A plea to humble the proud. Sent to sustain the immerser across the fields to be his food. Now it's time to build a void. Give him strength to go. Bop, shoo-wop, doobie-doo-bop. Hit the scene, we're gonna fly.
Okay, I think it's done now. I think we both almost jumped back in there because
Because I was reading the
like
lyrics, I was like, "Hey, it's gonna do it one more time somewhere," and it sounded like it's gonna end, and then it surprised us.
it was I that was different than what I was expecting.
Yeah,
Just I think I saw the name Heavy Locust, and I was maybe it's just because the word heavy. I was expecting
it's like metal,
heavy, yeah.
yeah.
So that was a shock to me. I was not expecting that quite as much. But that being said, I thought it was good. I liked it. It was again, it was mixed really well. I feel like it was very well balanced. Music wise, there wasn't really anything overpowering. There was a lot of really cool elements. I the guitar, a couple spots had a really distinct sound to it. The keys, had a really distinct sound to it too. At one point, they had a violin too. At one point, which I love violin. I bought. So I'm self trained on every instrument that I play. I had I had piano lessons when I was little, and I never practiced at all. And then my sister and I would go to like have our lesson, and my sister always practiced like every single day. And our teacher always said they could tell I practiced and my sister didn't, which was the exact opposite.
Um,
Um, I just I picked up on it really well. But I'm completely self taught on everything I play. I really like the sound of the violin. In high school, I really liked was it Yellow Card, and then there's a Christian band, Article One, I think. They were kind of like Yellow Card, but they were Christian. But they both
yeah.
they're like kind of a pop punk maybe, and they have a violin in it. And so I'm like, I want to learn violin, so I bought one, and I'm like, I'm just gonna figure it out. Started messing around with it, and I could make some. Actually, no, I ended up breaking the string because I didn't realize that you have to resin up the bow. And so I thought, like, because it kind of sounded like a guitar string that was loose. I'm like, oh, I need to tighten it. So I tightened it, still nothing. Tightened it, still nothing. Tightened it, and the string snapped. I'm like, oh, I did something wrong. Um,
Yeah.
and so, anyways, I have a lot of respect for people that can play and do play the violin. It's difficult to do, but it was unique sound, especially compared to everything else that we have. I thought the vocals were good. Um, the voice did sound kind of familiar, but I can't peg what I thought it sounded like. Um, there's something else I wanted to bring up and I forgot. But overall, I thought it was a good song. I liked the sound of it. I would probably go with oh, I'll do a 4.0. It was good. It wasn't necessarily my taste, but I still think it was a good song. I liked they had a lot of different dynamics going in, and I think they segued from one to the other really well. And then even when they got to like when it was the violin, it didn't sound like they threw it in here just because we wanted a violin. Like it actually sounded like it went with everything. Transitions between were really good. But yeah, so I'm doing a 4.0.
Yeah, I think the lyrics were solid. I think it was cool just using themes from the Old Testament and then doing a modern day application to it as well. I like the ba shuop duop diop. I like that part too. Well, I like that it came in. It came in having some this funky feel,
Yeah,
little bit of funk in there, and then I would love to see this live. Like this seems like it would be just an awesome live song. Like it sounds like it's the live version. Like it sounds
yeah,
like this you extend this song out and you're just jamming with the crowd and everybody loves it and everybody's like, yeah, heavy locusts in the sky. You know, everybody's just having a
yeah,
blast. And And you're like, it's the end of the show and it's done, and then boom, we hit it again with the piano. Like it was cool. It was a cool arrangement. So I give it a 4.2.
Okay.
So, yeah, really great.
Okay. All right, we are on the last song, and this is fitting because it's called "Last Days." It is by Eric Lee Brumley. Yeah,
I have not read the lyrics on this one, so this will be different.
Okay.
So who is it again?
Eric Lee Brumley was the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Okay.
they are.
Oh. Oops. Wrong song.
History repeats, blood in the streets, rumors of war, famine and sword, parades of pride, circus of lies, babies being killed and they're still alive. And another soul's been laid, been laid to rest.
Oh, Cody hopped on for a second and then he dropped out.
I'm sorry, I'm too excited to give my rating. I give it a 4.9. That thing, the dude's vocals are just there. I enjoyed the whole song. Maybe the outro might have been a little bit too long, but it's just like it. I loved it. The guy's got the Vox on there, the instrumentation, 4.9 all the way. Like he was talking about some deep stuff. Like I was pumped for this one. This like I did not expect it. That's just it was wild. I was like, this is awesome. So that is my critique. Was that Cody trying to hop in?
Yeah. Give me just a second. Something happened with my my camera just died on me.
Yeah, I wanted to sing that Hold the Light, man. I was like, I could just imagine people in the crowd just with their lighters, you know. And now it's all just me. It's me tonight. But yeah, I could just see everybody in the crowd holding their flat. Oh yeah, they don't do lighters anymore. We do iPhones and phones with their lights back and forth. We'll see. See if
Here we go. I got to switch to my crappy laptop camera because my actual camera died.
yeah, I got nervous. It's just me and everybody that's on the stream. Maybe the two people that were watching. Like I was really nervous, and I got scared.
So I've got now I have to readjust my lights and all that good stuff. Man,
It's just me and
down.
chat now.
It's
just me now. Yeah, I just seen it. It's just me.
Well, so we've got man, I had this lighting all set up and all that, and now it's it is what it is. I guess we're almost done. So no, that was I agree. So as I was listening to it, I could just honestly I was picturing I don't know if anyone's familiar with I'm sure people listening are going to be familiar with, but Guardians of the Galaxy. So that whole
It has that
like
vibe. It has that old school vibe. Yeah.
yes, like the classic 80s rock, 70s rock. I could picture this song being on that soundtrack.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 or whatever the heck it was. I can't remember what they called it. But got it in cassette tape.
Yep. And I feel like it's hard to really capture that because that has kind of a distinct sound, and I feel like that is kind of difficult to capture. At least capture as effectively as they did. So that was definitely a positive. And then you throw in the dude's vocals, like just man, he killed it. Absolutely killed it. It was absolutely phenomenal. The only critique I have is I do feel like the outro was a little long, and especially since it was the same like what was it? Let's hold the light, and it just those same words over and over. I feel like they probably could have cut like the last measure off, and it would have been good. So I do feel like that went on a little bit long.
For the show. Perfect for a live show. Like if you're doing a live show, just keep that thing going. Cut out the instruments and just keep everybody still singing it. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I want to see Eric Brumley live. I need to know where you're at. I need to go find out where you're playing your next show because I'm gonna be singing "Hold the Light."
So what we need to do is we need to get a UCMR show, and we'll do a live with Eric Brumley featuring Icons of Industry. Because I feel like both of those, the last two songs we listened to, would be great to listen to live.
Yeah, absolutely.
So honestly, I'm gonna go. It's gonna get a high one for me too. I'm gonna go a 4.7. like I said, the only real critique I had, I'll do a 4.8. The only real critique I had was just I felt like the outro was a little bit long, but aside from that, I really didn't have any negative to say at all.
Tie, don't we?
So what's that?
We got a tie with somebody. I know somebody had the same score.
We
sure.
do have a tie. We have a tie
How are we gonna
for.
How are we gonna say that?
Well, it's a first place tie, and what I'm actually thinking about doing is since we had 8 submissions, we will vary a little bit. So kind of depending on the number of submissions we have, that may change how many winners we give. Obviously, if there's
We'll just do a co-winner today. Just
what I'm thinking,
championship.
what I'm thinking, well, there's not really a huge difference between someone, or there's not really a difference right now between someone who gets first or second. So I don't know that matters.
For bragging rights, you get bragging rights.
We'll let's see, the 2 that are in first are Last Days, Eric Brumley, and Broken System, Classic Disaster. And we both gave both songs the same score. I did 4.8, you did 4.9. So we'll do, man. I don't know. What do you think? Which one should we give first place? It's kind of arbitrary, but we'll do co-winners. We'll do co-winners.
What we could do co-winners, or we can go ahead and play the song, play 30 seconds of the song of each, and then we could do a revote
and do a final. Yeah, we can do that.
Or you can call Cody to come in here and listen to it, and get Cody on here. What's wrong?
I'm pretty sure my phone just died, and that's why my camera cut out, because my phone, like I was telling you before.
Was that Cody trying to get in earlier?
He did hop on, and then he cut out. So I don't know if he was having technical issues or
Let's
what.
just do a co-winner. Let's just do a co-winner.
Okay,
now.
We can do that.
We'll just, because they were both great songs, and it's cool that it's like 2 different genres. So like different genres of rock. So it was, what was it? Last Days
by Eric Lee Brumley, and Broken System by Classic Disaster. And since we had 8 total submissions, and our 3rd and 4th place are actually pretty close in total score, they're less than 0.1 points apart.
You're gonna do a third place?
Well, we'll do 3rd and 4th, okay. But we'll add 4 songs onto the playlist for this month.
Cool.
So 4th place or 3rd place is Vine Dresser by Alterheart.
That's 4th place.
3rd place.
3rd place.
And then 4th place is Ghost by Crimson Crux.
Who got second?
Well, I guess no, technically, because first and second or whatever co-winners would be
first. So Vine Dresser was second.
Yeah, I guess technically Vine Dresser was second then, and Ghost was 3rd. So yeah.
Sweet.
That was
all
good.
Great songs.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, I've been surprised when we get these. Like, we've not had like a bad song submitted yet. But we'll go ahead and wrap this up. We're coming up on like an hour and 45 minutes. But we'll call it. That is it for this live stream. Check out stuff in the description. You'll see links to the playlist. If you have a song you want to submit, there will be a link in there that you can submit your song for next month. And stay tuned, because we're going to keep adding to stuff that we have coming out for the winners. So this is it's just getting it better and better for the people that are submitting music and all that. So everybody, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that. If you think we got it right or wrong, and go check out Robbie's website and get some of the awesome merch that he's got.
Testimony hats. It reminds you to share your testimony. Somebody's like, "Hey, what's testimony about?" You go and you share your faith. Got testimony shirts. So they come in white and black. And 10% of all the proceeds from buying the shirts will go into a bucket, and that will go towards giveaways or promotional services for the winners of the shows and stuff like that. So that's my way of contributing. So you go buy a t-shirt, you're kind of helping out the platform. Also, remember April 5th, I'm dropping the song Warrior War Chant. Go check it out on YouTube at 8:30. It would be such a blessing for you to be in the live chat while it's premiering. And also $200 giveaway on the website at robbieheckmusic.com, ROBBYHECKMUSIC.com. And then click the link for the $200 giveaway and it'll give you all the rules. So
yeah,
I appreciate you guys. Really enjoyed the stream. Really privileged to be here. Really enjoyed it.
And we'll actually have Cody and I will be reviewing the music video. It'll be dropping, I think, the day after is what we're gonna do. So the day after Robbie's new music video Warrior drops, Cody and I will be dropping a review of that music video. It'll be here on the UCMR channel.
Have you already watched it?
We haven't yet. I'm getting a time set up. This I think we have this weekend, or the early next week. We're gonna set up and we're gonna do that. But I listened to it, but I haven't actually watched the video because I want it to be a fresh reaction when we get to it.
Right.
But I think it's gonna be good. So,
awesome.
All right, everybody. Thanks, and God bless.
God bless.